We got another El Clasico coming up, baby. El Clasico, Real Madrid, Barcelona once again. Another movie about to happen. This El Clasico is so different than any other El Clasico this season because I feel like this is the first El Clasico that we're going into where Barcelona legitimately has had like something really bad happen to them this season. I don't know if that makes sense, but like the confidence of the players have to be hurt bad, right? Because I know they don't feel like they were worse than Inter Milan. I know they feel like they deserve to win the Champions League. But the truth is they're out of the Champions League in the semifinals. And the Italian Stallions are going to the Champions League final and Barcelona is not. It's the first time in Lamine Yamal's senior career where he's really not got over the hump. Like the Euro final, they win that. Then they get into the league and they're cooking and they're beating everybody and they've cooked Barcelona, Real Madrid every time they played them. So there's this ongoing just winning effect for Lamine Yamal. And now he's going into a game where, you know, you had a week of just these awesome emotions, right? Just these feelings inside that just don't sit right. Because I know this team thought they were going to the Champions League final. I know this team thought that they were going to win the Champions League because they were a very good team all year and potentially the best team in the competition. But people ask me, a lot of people ask me and say, hey, Skills, do you believe Inter Milan really deserve to go through? And I'm going to say this with all due respect. I don't want any Barca fans to get mad at me. And the answer is yes. I do feel that they deserve to go through, just like I feel like Barcelona would have deserved to go through. Do I feel like referees impacted Barcelona going to the Champions League final? I don't. And I'm going to explain why. And please don't get mad at me. I didn't really touch on this on the video, but I believe Barcelona's out of the Champions League because of Barcelona. What do I mean by that? You can't go into 2 games against the same team and allow 2 goals and have to come back in both games. Also, you can't allow 7 goals in 2 matches. People can talk about refs and talk about decisions, but the truth is, when you really look at deep down and really look at what the 2 legs were, Barcelona at one point in these games were down 4-0 before coming back. You gave me 2-0 in the first one, 2-0 in the second one. You can't do that if you want to make a Champions League final. You can't be that type of a team. It's amazing you can come back, but the effort and the energy that it takes to come back is a lot. So in 2 games in front of their fans and away, they were down 2-0. And so when you ask me, do Inter deserve it? I think they do, because Inter went up against what was the best team in Europe and put up 2 goals unanswered to start both games and was able to suffer goals and still come back from that. Does that make sense? Like, they were only losing in the tie once, right? There was one time when they were down 3-2 and they came back from that. The Inter was always kind of in the driver's seat of this thing. So I do think they deserve to make the Champions League final. And I think this really does affect Barcelona's emotion going to El Clasico because now, yes, you have all the confidence of, oh, we have smoked Real Madrid every time we've played them. Mbappe and Vinny haven't been able to do anything against us every time we play them. We're better than them. And the truth is Barcelona is better than Real Madrid this year. And I don't think there's any Real Madrid fan that can argue that. Here's the problem. Real Madrid now has an opportunity, 1 point with a few matches remaining, with 3 matches remaining. A game against Espanyol, a game against Villarreal, and a game against Atletico Bilbao to end the season for Barcelona. So now you have an opportunity to be 1 point from Barcelona after they're going through the worst part of their season because they just got eliminated from a competition they thought they were going to win. If you can beat them and put them at 1 point, Barcelona has 1 home game remaining after the Real Madrid game and 2 away games. Real Madrid can now put all of the pressure on Barcelona with a win on Sunday. You beat them, there's a 1 point gap, and you have a team's confidence in shambles. Inter's already made the crumbling start. Real Madrid can really start making this crumble around them. The problem is, do I think Real Madrid can do it? And the answer is no, I don't. I don't think Real Madrid is good enough. I don't think they are. And it's crazy to me because when I look at Barcelona, and again, Barca fans, do not take this the wrong way. Do not, please. Barcelona allowed 7 goals to Inter Milan. Barcelona allowed 4 goals in 1 game against Benfica from Portugal. Okay? Benfica in the first leg against Barcelona. Remember, Barcelona played almost the whole game with the red card, and Benfica wasn't able to put goals against them because if they could have put Barcelona in this really, really bad place. What I'm trying to say is Barcelona defense hasn't been the best. You look at those Champions League games and how much people scored on them and the mistakes that their defenders had. Kubasi took a red card against Benfica. Kubasi gave away a penalty against Inter. I believe it was Kubasi. Their defense is not the best. Yet this Real Madrid team can barely score on them. That's how bad Real Madrid is. I want you to understand this. The point I'm trying to make is everyone scores on Barcelona. Celta Vigo put up 3 goals against Barcelona, right? Atletico Madrid put up 2 goals. Benfica put up a goal, and then the game in the league stage, they put up 4 goals. Atletico Madrid in the semifinals, the Copa del Rey put up 4 goals. This is a team that suffers goals. And yet you look at Real Madrid, and I believe Real Madrid has played them 3 times this year, maybe scored 2 goals against them, something like that. Like, it's just not good for this Real Madrid team. Do I think this Barcelona team is beatable? Yes, Inter's proved that. Is this Barcelona team, are you able to score against them? Yes. Many teams have showed you could score against them. But can Real Madrid? And for me, the answer is no. I'm going to break it down for you. And I'm going to use Benfica real quick. I know you guys hate when I talk about Benfica. Benfica tomorrow, when you guys are watching this, if this video goes live on Friday, on Saturday, Benfica plays Sporting for the title. Both teams are on 78 points or something like that. Both tied on points. Sporting's in front because they won the first game 1-0. In Portugal, it comes down to head-to-head. If Sporting ties in Benfica Stadium on Saturday, they win the league. If Benfica wins by 2 goals, they win the league. If Benfica wins by 1 goal, they have to win the last game, they win the league. If Sporting wins the game, they win the league because no matter if they lose the last game, it's by head-to-head and not goal difference, right, in the Portuguese league. So with all that being said, Di Maria, who is one of my favorite players of all time, the Argentinian beast, he hasn't really been playing, and he's back. And I'm nervous because I love Di Maria against playing for Benfica. The problem is Di Maria doesn't defend. So I believe Benfica is better without Di Maria. With that being said, Di Maria is a game changer, and he can win us the game. The problem is he's also a liability defensively. I bring that up because as a Benfica fan, I'm telling you, I'm nervous about Di Maria playing because I know he doesn't drop back. Why did I say that? Because Real Madrid have 2 players that don't drop back, Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. Barcelona defends with 11. Everyone presses, everyone defends. Everyone gets back on defense. Real Madrid defends with 8, sometimes 7. Vinny's not dropping back. Mbappe's not dropping back. It's not an organized defense, and it's a problem. You look at how Real Madrid won that Champions League, right? The recent one. They knocked out City during that one, right? The way they defended as a unit is something we haven't seen from this year's Real Madrid because they just don't have enough players that drop back and help the defense. And as great as Courtois is and how many saves Courtois makes, you need players to help you defend. If you don't have that, it's going to be extremely hard to beat any major team in Europe. So I believe Barcelona are the favorites for a couple reasons. One, it's in their stadium, but Inter has showed that you could put up goals in their stadium. It's in their stadium. 2, Real Madrid doesn't drop back defensively. And 3, Barcelona's offense is incredible, okay? For Real Madrid, on the other hand, the only chances I see them in this game is 1, Barcelona's confidence is extremely down, and 2, if Ancelotti was smart enough to watch the Inter game and see how Inter's left back and right back exposed the wings of Barcelona with over-the-top balls, Ancelotti should be able to play into this and say, you know what, Vinny, you're going on the left, Mbappe, you're going on the right. Through the middle, we're going to put a 9 or just Jude Bellingham. And we are going to loft through balls over the tops to Mbappe and Vinicius Jr. on the wings. Balde will probably be back, but maybe not be at 100 fitness. But Barca's line is so pushed up that Inter just kept putting these balls to Dumfries and he would burn them. If they have Vinny on one wing and Mbappe on the other, I do think that they can affect and expose the high defensive line. If they play Mbappe through the middle, I just don't think it's as easy to expose a back line. I think Mbappe might be offside a lot. If you put Mbappe on the right-hand side, on the left-hand side, he gets to look down the line to make sure he's onside. And when you're looking down the line, now he can see it and he can expose that back line. So for me, if Mbappe's on the right and Vinny's on the left and Jude Bellingham's through the middle, and they're able to do this like down the line, make sure they're on side, ball in, and use your pace, I think Real Madrid has a chance to expose that back line, just like Dumfries did, just like Thuram was able to do. So I think there's an opportunity there, but they need to be way better on their counterattacks. For me, lads, I'm going to go 3-2 to Barcelona for this one. I think Barcelona is going to win it. We'll see how it takes place. It's going to be a very, very exciting El Clasico. But I don't know. I just think Barca are the favorites in this one. Hey, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you all for watching. Big thumbs up, subscribe, turn your bell on, and I'll catch you in the next football video. Until then, y'all be safe.